playing the drums, aren't you? You funny boy. Oh dear, oh dear. How are we all? Friday night hangout. I accidentally set it a bit too... I set the time wrong. So I should be getting live in 10 minutes, but we're early. Because I stupidly set the time wrong. So mega apologies for that. People are like, what? Why is he early? Not that anyone gives a shit that I'm early, but I just thought that was quite funny. I'll turn the volume up a little bit. I know some people, some of their volume issues. Jasper's been a nightmare this evening, so he's on me. Just because he's being a nightmare. As you guys roll in, please do drop in a like. I was just making sure people could actually comment then. That was really weird. Yeah, so as you drop in, please do, thumbs up the video. It does help out quite a lot. So thank you. Eric A is here. We've got Brooke Atkins, Jade H. Nice to have you all here. So just a hangout, really. Nicola Jevtik, I think, says hello to Mr. H and that cute doggy Jasper. Yeah, he's the best. More Jasper stuff over on Instagram at Mr. H Reviews. Are you huffing at me? Cheers, mate. Should we take your collar off? Al Humphreys is here. Hello, everybody. Peeps. Great to see you all. And so Jasper, Mr. H. Yeah, Jasper's cool. Let me take this off. Sort of around your neck a little bit there, isn't it, mate? Obviously, it's a collar. That's how collars work. Yeah, I know. You want to smell your own collar because you're a weirdo. Alright, yeah, good boy. How goes it today? Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not too bad. I think we're going to put this now. Oh, I wasn't actually going to stream today. I was not going to stream. Couldn't really be bothered. Not going to lie. Quite tired. Could not really be bothered. But then I thought, no. Let's kick this week off. This first week. Is it the first? It's not the first week of the new year. Maybe it is. My memory's gone all over the place. Yeah, it is the first week of the new year. I thought, let's kick the first week of the new year off with a bang. And make sure we stream. Start as we mean to be going on. Tim Paul swatted. Thoughts? Yeah, interesting. So, a good suggestion for a topic there, really, Justin. I mean, look, swatting's not good. Like it's really, really dumb. Anyone that does that should absolutely have the full weight of the law raised against them. Like, it's different country on country, but in the States, for sure. Like, absolutely, for sure. Like, because what people say is literally like, oh, this person's waving a gun around, and then police go there, fully armed up, ready to go. So, swatting's not good at all. At all. It's very, very dangerous. Just, my legs are up, mate. You can't go anywhere. Where are you going? Weirdo. So swatting's, it's not good. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say he deserves it, because he doesn't. No one deserves swatting. But there is an argument to be made for his constant ignorance over the Jack Murphy situation. Like, it's not going away. He needs to address it, and he hasn't. Where are you going? Where are you possibly trying to go? You're going to fall. You're going to fall. You are. You're going to fall. Anyway, so, yeah, I mean, look. He consistently avoided all of the suit. And there's people paying to ask him about the Jack Murphy situation. Like loads and loads of people have been paying him super chats, and he's just ignoring it. He's not once mentioned it at all. And like I say, no one deserves to be swatted. Like, let's get real. This is not what I'm trying to say. However, you cannot expect Get down then, buddy. You want to get down? You can. Yeah, you wanted to get down. You can't expect to. Where are you going? You want to go over there? You can't expect to consistently ignore comments and have no reaction to that. And whether that is the reaction or not from that, I don't know. But yeah, like he should have answered those questions. He should have spoken about it. Like I said, no one deserves to be swatted, by the way, not at all. If you're just kind of rolling in here, we're talking about Tim Pool being swatted live on air, I think, which is, again, it's horrendous. Like, it's awful. No one. It's not good. Like, it's not good. But yeah, it's not a good situation. But equally so, he should be addressing the Jack Murphy situation, because there'll be a lot of people that have watched that Jack Murphy guy on Tim Pool's videos, the podcast. Tim Pool's actively promoted this guy a lot, and there'll be a lot of people that'll be feeling very, very disgruntled with the level of promotion that Tim Pool has given this guy without any comment now on the back end of all of this stuff coming to light. It's only decent, in fairness, that he would it is literally only decent that he would reply to that after having given Jack Murphy such a massive platform so many times. Like, it's the only decent thing to do, just to address it. Even if he just says, I don't want to address it anything past this, but this is my thoughts. There you go. Let's put it to bed. But yeah. I mean, that is literally my thoughts. He doesn't deserve to be swatted, but also everyone else, that watched him and maybe feels duped by him promoting Jack Murphy, they equally deserve, a statement from Tim Pool on the matter. Especially because Tim Pool does sit around yammering his shithole about, people that don't, spread fake stuff and have fake narratives and don't do their research on Get. There's so much stuff that you can draw comparisons to the way he's acted about this Jack Murphy situation. So, yeah. Al Humphrey says, what t-shirt is that, Mr. H? This is the Great Ramen X-Ray. This is an Illustrator t-shirt. This is actually the design brief, the style design, because I love the style. This is the style design brief that my concept artist got for my new merch for the car channel. So let me see if I might be able to send it to myself. I'll be able to show you guys ultra quick. So I plan to do this sort of style merch on the car channel. I had a first pass the other day. It's a good design. It's not there yet, but it's close. It's close. Let me just show you guys briefly. This I'll probably do in-house. There's some, like, we're changing some bits and pieces of the design for more what I want. But it's all been designed from scratch. So this is for anyone that wants anyone that's curious. Anyway, this is some new design merch that's going on my car channel. Whoa, that's going to be way too big. There you go. So the green's going to go. There's going to be a bit more fading, but it's this sort of style, if that makes sense. That's the merch that's going on the car channel. That's a Nissan Pulsar GTIR. It's cool. Love it. So yeah, so this is an Illustrator shirt if anyone wants it. Not my shirt. You're not having my shirt. Alright, little weirdos. But if anyone wants this style of shirt, it's Illustrator. You can get them online. Just go get them online. I've got a hoodie on the way as well, actually. I don't know when that's going to arrive, but yeah. Mr. H would be an awesome guest on Timcast. He won't ever have me on there. He won't have me on there. Mark and Baron says, "Hi Mr. H, your Jack Murphy video was awesome. I added it to my favourites. Comedy Gold. How are you? I almost got into a physical fight with my co-worker today, so it was a pretty unusual day for me. Don't fight people. Not good. Not good. Any Betty White memories? No." Al Humphreys, if that's a taste of what's to be the car nonsense merch, I'm in, mate. Oh, I mean, that is my design. That's the first pass from my graphic designer. So yeah, that design I just threw up there. That is the that's the first pass from my graphic designer guy. So I'm quite happy with it. It needs to be a bit more faded. There needs to be some sort of like cross hatching fading and stuff like that. The vents on the bonnet need changing a little bit. The green is going to go. That's going to be removed. It's just a placeholder. Some subtle adjustments and changes, and then it will be good. And then with that merch, there's also going to be another one with a more adult-looking Godzilla in the background. Godzilla type creature in the background with an R32 GTR in the foreground. So people can buy, whatever car they want to support and whatever car they like. So, it'll be good fun. Like it's I'm going to handle all of that in-house as well, I think. Because Teespring Teespring make a lot of money on people that sell merch. Like, there's not much in it. Like, I think, I don't know, make like a couple dollars or some shit like that per item. It's not, you don't get much money on Teespring. So it'd be good to handle those ones in-house. And because that channel's really small, I think the numbers will be better to handle, and it's a good tester. So set up a website for that merch and then sort of send them out and stuff like that. That'd be good. Nicola says, "Will you make shirts with that design?" Maybe. No, that is my design for a t-shirt. Yeah, that is my design for t-shirts. Well, it's the first pass of a design. It's not the finished product anyway. I don't normally like showing designs when they're sort of in their when they're sort of in their early design phase, but that's pretty close to what it would be like, so I don't mind showing people that. That's fine. Did I watch the Scream film? Did I watch the Scream films, and am I going to watch the new one? Yeah, I mean, I've seen Scream. I'm not a fan of Scream. They're fine, but yeah, I'll watch the new one. It comes out next Friday, so I'll watch that next week. Have a look at that next week. Should be good. Cue everyone getting annoyed that I'm on my phone, because apparently you all own me. Edgy number 1. What's your opinion on the new Z car? I really like it, mate. In fairness, dude, like it's so I quite like it. Like, it's grown on me a lot. When I first saw it, I was like, "Oof, that's awful front bumper." But I genuinely really like it now. It's really crap that it's not coming to the UK. Like, I think that's garbage, but never mind. But it's beautiful interior, really nicely made, great body lines. It's built on the chassis of a 370Z, but it's they've changed the wheelbase a little bit, and it's a twin turbo V6. So yeah, it's good. I genuinely like it. Like, I like the fact it's got digital dashes and stuff like that. It's the 370Z's a nice place to be inside. It just needed to be a bit updated, and that's what they've done plus more. So yeah, it's looking good. C. Kramer says, "H, I got myself a supercharger kit for the S2000. Wow. Getting from my buddy who gave me my suspension for a 6-bag. Jesus, that's amazing. Well done you, mate. What engine management are you going with?" Dead Fly from Moon. Yo, Mr. H is in the house. You look jacked, bruh. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks very much. I was going to post some, like, gym stuff, actually, on Twitter and Instagram, but then I thought, nah, I'll leave it. I'm always in two minds about posting stuff like that. Always in two minds. I literally went to do it and everything, and I was like, nah, I'll delete that. How am I liking the Book of Boba Fett so far? From Darth Hater. Great name. Look, I don't hate it. I think it's fine. First episode was a bit dull here and there. Weird things that they were sort of like pushing rather than the other stuff. But it's keeping me entertained. I know loads of people hate it. But to me, those people are like major hardcore Star Wars fans that really hate it. And they've read like the expanded universe, and they've gone like, oh wow, Boba Fett's this amazing badass bounty hunter. But if you watch the films, Boba Fett's a fucking idiot. He sets his jetpack off and he smashes himself into the side of a sand barge and falls into a monster. Like, he was never that badass in the films. So for someone like me that's only really, there's a little bit on the peripheral and things like that. In terms of the EU stuff, but predominantly I just know the films. So for someone like me, I'm like, oh, this is all right, like it's entertaining to a degree. I don't hate it, but yeah, I don't know. Thoughts on the Ford Falcon XB GT? It's my dream car. I've never even heard of that. Yeah, never even heard of that. Let me have a look. Ford Falcon XB GT. Oh, ha! Yeah, they're cool. They're cool. Yeah, they remind me of like a Ford Mustang cross with a Ford Capri. So in the UK, we didn't have Ford Mustangs. We had Ford Capris, and it's like it's awfully similar to a Ford Capri. Yeah, it's awfully similar to a Ford Capri. But you're from the UK anyway, so yeah, you should know that. What was my first car? Why does this always turn into car talk? What was my first car? Toyota Corolla was my first car. Nicky. Bobber went out like a chump because Lucas didn't have plans for him either. It was just for laughs, his death. Yeah, exactly. There you go. And you're a mega Star Wars fan. So how are you enjoying the Book of Boba Fett, Nicky? Do you like? Because you're a mega fan. So do you like it? Do you dislike it? What? Voralena says, to be honest, Boba didn't set off his jetpack. He was hit in the back and it set it off. Yeah, I know, but still, like, that's a pretty major shit design for a jet. He's not a badass. He was never a badass in the films. My point stands. Like, he was never a badass in the films. He just never was. So for me, and like, again, for other people that have the wider EU stuff there that really like, Boba Fett, I can appreciate that, people wouldn't like the depiction. I get that. Like, honestly, I get it. But for me, it's fine. Mr. Kyle Sink, you've done a bunch of videos on the Alien and Predator franchise. Any reason that you know of why we never got a Colonial Marine timeline AVP movie? Would have been amazing in my opinion. So it's because Predator and Alien are not AVP is not canon to Predator or the Alien universe, which the newer Predator film further solidifies actually. So that's why. Dead Fly from Moon says, have I been to Thetford or Norwich? I don't know. Maybe. I can't remember. Probably driven through those places at some point, I'd imagine. Matt Y, hi Mr. H, I've seen your Jack Murphy rant. What a real man Jack Murphy is. Jack Murphy's a very strange chap. Very strange chap. Nikki says, it's alright. Pretty simple. I can see why the Mega Boba Fett fans don't like it, but Disney loves taking these legacy characters and deconstructing them. Time for friendly Boba. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping what we see, right? Like, oh well, actually, so Nikki's just said, I hope we're done with the Sand People. Sure is interesting, but this show is only what 7 episodes for crying out loud. Is it only 7 episodes? That's really bad. I was literally about to say, I'm hoping what we see, is like one of the Sand People get blown up to Kingdom Come. And Boba Fett goes on a massive rampage or something like that and fucking slaughters everyone. And then realises the error of his ways. There needs to be like a linchpin or something like... There needs to be a reason for him changing. And I'm hoping that's what it is. Like he just goes brutal all out. And then he changes his ways. Because I think that would keep people interested. Yeah, I think that would keep people like happy and interested in it all and go, oh, that makes sense. Genevieve says, I know this is an odd question, but how well can you handle your drink? I'm personally a major lightweight. It actually depends what I'm drinking. So, yeah, so it does depend what I'm drinking. So, like last Saturday, I drank a whole bottle of red wine. That was fine. Yeah, was absolutely fine on that. But then one of these streams, I just popped open a Pilsner beer, and I felt pretty good off that, to be fair. It's really genuinely dependent on what it is, what I've eaten prior to drinking it, and yeah, it's just a bit dependent. But yeah, so not like I'm a relatively large-ish person, so a lot of drink I can handle, and it's absolutely fine. It's really not such a big deal. When I had my friend down for Christmas, we drank quite a lot of alcohol, and he was, I'm sure he won't mind me saying, he was pretty cut, and I was fine. So yeah, I can handle a reasonable amount. Not that that's anything to be proud of. I would actually rather be a lightweight than I would to have to drink a lot. Like, you know, you only drink to get drunk at the end of the day. Like, I've always thought that. You only drink to get drunk. Whether it be, you know, very drunk or just have a good vibe and stuff like that. But, yeah, I've never... Yeah, I don't know. Some, like... You don't just drink to get drunk. Let me correct that a little bit. Because, like, on New Year's Eve, for instance, like, you know, when I had a nice meal and I had, you know, 2 glasses of wine with the meal, and that was to accompany the beef. You know, it's an accompaniment drink, isn't it? So it's to enhance the meal and the flavour and things. So I understand that you don't just drink to get drunk. I will correct myself. Rottweiler, great name, says they could have handled the AVP movies better, set them in the same timeline as Aliens, and thrown Colonial Marines into the mix, in my opinion. I agree, mate. I agree. It's all money at the end of the day. Or they could have done something even better and just gone, hey, we will do, you know, the Dark Horse comics. Sorry, my brain went mental just then. Justin S says, any interest in the James Webb Space Telescope? Massive potential for discovery. Yeah, that is interesting stuff, actually. I'll be intrigued to see what happens with all of that. Yeah, like, that is genuinely interesting stuff. So yeah. Stobius says, long-time viewer, do you know Ian M. Banks' The Culture? If not, I'll send you some. No? What is that? I have absolutely no idea what that is. C. Kramer says, either K-Tune or AEM Infinity ECU. I've heard K-Tune's quite good. For anyone that is interested in cars, I've got a big box here, which is going to be on the channel soon. Let me just show you. So, this was my Christmas present to myself. This is my Christmas present to myself for a car that I don't even have at the moment because it's not with me. So this is quite a good opportunity to show people as well. It's the biggest. It is the size of my head. It's a brake caliper. I've got brakes for a car. It's not that important. No one's really going to give a shit. But it is literally the size of my fucking head. So this is a 6-pot big brake kit for my rally car that I've got. I know no one cares. I don't care. I'll just show you. So yeah, that was my Christmas present to myself, and it's only just come in, and so that'll go on one of my cars, which I'm super looking forward to. Anyway, there you go. Some people who know cars will be like, wow, that's a big brake caliper. Those that don't will be like, why the fuck's he showing that off? And that's fine. Matt Y, you still have your Nissan. What brake horsepower do you have it to now? I have got 3 cars. So I don't know what one you're referring to, dude, in fairness. The James Webb Telescope is amazing. I've been keeping up with it since the launch. Yes, I haven't really kept up with it, to be fair. Deadfly from Moon says, do you like the Star Wars prequels? Not really, no. Darth Maul was interesting. There's interesting elements, and then not a whole lot either, to be fair. Would you ever consider doing a Dredd fan film? Nope, never. I would never, ever. I will never do fan films. Ever. Never do fan films. Don't like to do fan films. No Nissan umbrellas. No Nissan umbrellas yet. One day, maybe. One day I'll get the umbrella. Jesper, please stop spamming. That I wouldn't turn. No, I wouldn't. So there you go. You got your answer. But don't spam. That's like you just spammed it like consistently there. Yeah. So would never do fan films because that like fan films, you run into so many issues and nah, it's not fun to do fan films with all the issues that happen. And I don't really want to do. I don't want to play in other people's universes. I'd rather just do my own thing. So no, fan films are not for me. You're always on the back foot with fan films anyway. Like, because as a fan, you have your interpretation of what you enjoy. But then there's always going to be other people that disagree because they're fans and fandom is, it crosses over multiple levels there. So no. No, I just think it's more hassle than it's worth. I'd like to hear your take on the Terminator. I've done a review of it. Just go watch my review. Marco, I don't live in London. Why do you think I live in London? I haven't lived in London for years. But London is expensive for living, yes. But I don't live there now. Joe Cook, Mr. H, do you have enough parking space room for 3 cars? Yes, I do. There's always places you can park stuff. It's fine. Al Humphreys, I wouldn't say the post office are shit now, but I only got the Christmas card from my sister yesterday. Not only was it recorded delivery, but they sent it to the wrong address again. Wow, that's bad. That's real bad. That is actually terrible. Fuck's sake. Mr. Blockton says, hey, Mr. H, been a listener for about 2 years now. Finally became a level 1 member yesterday. Loved that Dave Chappelle Oswald video the other day. Thanks, I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I'm glad. Good. Larry Quarterett says, hello, Mr. H. Loved your real-time reaction to the CW Biz sold. I experienced radiating waves of happiness seeing you laugh about it. Cheers for that. Good, I'm glad. That was a fun video for me to do because I was just like, what? Yeah, I just seen it and I hit record literally at that moment and I was like, oh, I need just live reaction. It was very, very funny. So yeah, very, 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 very funny. It's just one of those things that you go like, well, of course. Like, I'm not surprised. Like, of course they're going to do it. Chatty Factory says, I thought they were making it illegal for you guys in the UK to build rally cars. No. And also, it's not a rally car. So, it's I don't really want to get too into it because there'll be loads of people that just check out because they're not interested. It is a rally car, but it's not a rally car. So, it is a rally homologation car. So, it was a car which was manufactured for the road purposely so Nissan could go and rally them. So it is a rally car for the road, and I can basically say that because it's made in such small quantities. It's so bloody rare. It's not like the Subaru WRX, for instance. Like, that's a rally homologation car as well, right? The Subaru Impreza, but it's different. Like, they're a dime a dozen. There's like 23 of these cars on the road in the UK at the moment. So I can sit there and say, yeah, it's a rally car because I can, and I don't care. Dante says, what's your plan for the car channel? Any personal projects or maybe track day stuff? There's loads of projects on there. I've got a Datsun truck being completely rebuilt from scratch. That's a pretty big constant one. Yeah, that's a pretty big constant personal project. I've got my Nissan Pulsar GTIR. That's a long time project. Yeah, I won't ever do track days. I'm not with the cars which I've got. I'd have to buy a car specifically to do track days with. But yeah, no, I wouldn't. Those are not my specific cars at the moment. They're not track cars. But with the car channel and stuff like that, is like do some more vlogs. Do some more just like actual just normal driving stuff. Some car reviews. Got like an Integra DC5 Integra to review from someone in the country, subscriber. Is going to bring that down, so that'll be good fun. Go to car shows, film all the car shows, just film cars, just in general, just a bit of vloggy stuff like that. Just day-to-day sort of life, really. Just have some fun with it. Fierce Sundown says, thanks for the Fallout vid. Hope show's done well. I mean, yeah, Jonathan Nolan, isn't it? He's pretty decent, to be fair. There's a lot of positivity about that. There's a lot to be positive for it, so we'll have to see how it turns out. Wall 1970 says, have you ever read the Resident Evil novels? No. But you did tag me in it, so I saw that you got them. Am I into racing games? Forza, Need for Speed, Gran Turismo, Breakdown. Forza's not bad. I don't mind Forza. D Botherer says, you've reviewed some of the best sci-fi movies ever. Are you going to review Splash? Tom Hanks was in it. I don't know what that is. Let me have a look. No. Why would I review that? No. I'm not going to review Splash. God damn. Would I ever ride a motorcycle? I have ridden motorcycles. Not huge fans of motorcycles. Not in the UK. Like, it's quite impractical. Like, wet, cold, not very nice. So no. Oh, they're by Titan Books, are they? Oh, nice, good. I spoke with Titan Publishing recently, or Titan Books, whatever they want to call themselves. Spoke with them recently. They're good. They're good people, they are. Because they sent me the Ghostbusters Afterlife book, as well as the June one. But I didn't review the June one. Came out an awkward time. They're kind about that, so that's fine. I heard Resident Evil 4 remake is on the way and more centered in horror, hopefully. Oh, God, I bloody well hope so. Yeah, I do hope so. Yeah. I've enjoyed. I tell you what, I have genuinely enjoyed the Resident Evil remake games that they've been making. They're decent. They have been very, very decent. So yeah, I've enjoyed them quite a lot. It'd be good if they can keep that going. You know, it'd be good if they can keep that going. Am I going to be watching the new Scream? Yes. Yeah, I'll watch the new Scream. It doesn't release till next Friday here in the UK, so I'll watch that then and then review it then. Am I going to review The King's Man? Maybe. I don't know really. I wasn't mega keen on reviewing it, watching it, but yeah, maybe. Maybe. Where are we all in the world? Anyway, let's get some be a bit more interactive. Where are we all? Where are you based, ladies and gents? Mr. Blockton says, "Oh, and I'm taking my WRX on its first race tomorrow. 12 of us will be there, from other WRX to Civics to Audis. Just got a fresh coat of snow too. Can't wait. Wish me luck. Any tips?" Don't floor it. Especially if it's snow. Jesus. Yeah, be careful, basically. Be careful. So, we've got Oldham, Lincolnshire, Arizona, Florida, Croatia, Ireland. Andy McCallum sending in some super sticker fist bumps. Nice to have you on. California, Germany, Texas, Idaho, Scotland, Australia, Belgium, Florida, Miami, Sheffield, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Gloucester, Canada, Worcester, Norwich, west of Norway, Slovakia, interesting, Russia, Leicester, Manchester, Lithuania, but live in the UK, Brighton, New Forest, Cranston, Saskatchewan, Worcester again, Hastings, Belgium, wow, Hungary, Washington, loads of people from everywhere, Portsmouth, Essex, crazy, absolute madness. That's, yeah, fascinating stuff. It's crazy to see exactly where everyone is from. Always amazes me, that. Always amazes me. What I will do, though, ladies and gents, is just ask if you can hit that thumbs up button. That would help. Would appreciate that. If you're unable to because you're on a TV or something like that, don't worry. But yeah, it would be cool if you could. Just give it a little bit of a bump. That'd be good. Sahid Ubero says Ridley Scott has lost his mind since Prometheus. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Andy McCallum, a small town in Scotland. Very nice. Larry says no one from France. Yeah, there wasn't anyone from France, I don't think, was there? Interesting. David Sunbaum, thumbs up for Jasper. Jasper was here at the start. Jasper was here at the start for a little while. He's gone upstairs now. He's gone back to bed. Bless him. No, I never played the Arcane games. Prey, no, never. Never. Ridley Scott may have dementia. I just think he's just gone off the deep end. But there's also a producer that worked with him that, gave him loads of, advice on doing the, just doing the weird sort of prophetic uh, expansive sort of universe and stuff like that. So it was not entirely his fault. He's not a screenwriter at the end of the day. Genevieve says, I've been trying really hard to reach out to multiple publishing companies for years. I have multiple artists working on stories I've been writing since 2016. You know what you should do? You should just try and self-publish then. Just go through Amazon, self-publish. Get the book ready, compile it, send it off, and they sell it on your behalf. Over a certain threshold, you get a certain percentage. Under a certain threshold, you get less of a percentage. It's worth doing. It is worth doing. Lots of self-published people on Amazon. They do all right, to be fair. Al Humphreys, it was great seeing Sir Jasper running around in the marsh on the Patreon car nonsense video earlier. Mr. Age, yeah, bless him. He's a dude. He's a dude. We're trying. Well, I say we. I am trying to get him trained again on recall and stuff. David says, what? And I missed him. I was having my birthday dinner. I even commented on your IG. I know, dude. Just scroll straight to the front. Just scroll all the way back to the start of the stream for a little bit. He's only there for like 10 minutes and then he buggers off. So, yeah. Go check that out and then come back to the present day. Hey, Mr. H. When is possession date of the new home? And we'll be doing a tour walkthrough of the home itself and the property. So I might not be doing it now, in fairness. Some of the reports have come back and some of the covenants are pretty restrictive. So in the UK, apparently the lot of people know this, but in the UK, the developer can put legally binding situations on a property and the border and stuff like that. They're called covenants. You must abide by them or you can be taken to court. Planning permission doesn't supersede a covenant. You can get planning permission which doesn't, which says you can do whatever you want, but a covenant supersedes planning permission, right? And this property's got some quite, I would consider it quite restrictive covenants, because I want to build a carport so I can work on my cars and stuff. Because the garage is gonna have to be a home gym, because garages in the UK are not big. Like you could barely fit a car in a garage in the UK. Like they're so thin, like they're like a glorified shed. So I wanted to build a carport. But the covenants are quite restrictive. Like you can't build anything, even a temporary structure. You can't build a temporary structure. So I'm like, well, that's garbage. Like, no, not happy about that. So I'm inquiring about getting permission, basically, trying to sort it out. Because if it doesn't, then I won't be. I'll be in two minds whether I'll pick it up. But if I do get it, will I show people around? Nah, not really. They'll be in like videos with, like in car videos and stuff like that, but not on this channel. Nah, you guys will just see the set, because one of the rooms will be turned into an office set for these videos. So, but yeah, no, I won't. I've got no interest showing people my house. No need. You guys will see the set, and then that's it, really. But people that follow me on my second channel, you guys will see it more. Because that's my second channel. It is made for that kind of stuff. So it'd be better to have that than have it on here, where this is, me just kind of sat around, basically. This isn't a vlogging channel. Even though I have done vlogs, but this is not a vlogging channel. Kung Fu Hot Dog says, H, how many meals do you eat in a day combined with your workouts? Congrats on gaining more subs. Appreciate it. I don't know, really. I don't really eat meals specifically. So if I was to break it down, Probably about 5, I guess, if I'm breaking it down into actual meals. But I don't really do that. You don't need planning permission to build a carport. You don't need planning permission to do that. But you can't do anything which your covenants say you can't do. So it's all about covenants. It's not about planning permission. People think planning permission supersedes a covenant, and it doesn't. And a carport you don't need planning permission for anyway. But there's really strange covenants on this property. So I'm like, don't really want it. I want the property, but I don't really want the covenants. Because that's shit. Obviously. Howard Hopkins says, tip for treating yourself to prey next sale. I appreciate that, man. That's nice. Thank you. Smoke Monster, did you make any New Year's resolutions? No. Nice to have you on, by the way. So, no, not really. Just what was always going to be happening this year anyway. So, like, lots more second channel stuff. Actually pushing my Instagram and my Twitter. Like, if anyone follows me on Instagram, which you should, at Mr. H Reviews, you'll see I'm posting a lot more. Like, literally every 2 days, there's an Instagram post now. There'll be pictures of me, pictures of Jasper. So it'll be 3 pictures of Jasper in a row, 3 pictures of me in a row. That's how it will go, all nice and uniformed and stuff. Whether they're videos or whatever of Jasper, because there's been 2 videos of Jasper in a row. But yeah, lots of stuff with the second channel, the car channel. I want to do a lot more on, just enjoy that a little bit more. Keep these streams going nicely. That was always part of it. You do topics on these streams, which I have done. It wasn't a New Year's resolution, but it was always to do, try and get this house and then, build that out, build the set and stuff like that and make that nice. Yeah, so no actual resolution specifically, but it was always going to be that sort of stuff. And also I wanted to do a cooking channel because I like doing stuff like that as well. Cooking's like a massive passion of mine. Donald Smead says, what shirt size is Mr. H? So it's dependent really. Either medium or large. If it's an okay fit, like medium, it's dependent what it is. Like if it's a loungy sort of top, like medium to large, like I guess like large is nice as a loungy sort of top. Like this is a medium and like it's pretty tight, but it's like a nice fit. So medium to large, I guess. Just dependent. Dependent on what it is. Let us know. Hello, Mr. H. Do you have a plan to play Rogue Trooper on live stream? No, I played that when it was out on PS2. I think it was back in the day. I won't play that again. Not for PC. I only play games that I've never played. It's very rare that I'll play a game again for you guys because I want the reactions to be legit reactions. I don't want you guys to get fake dumbass reactions like some channels do because I think that's fucking stupid, quite frankly. Chatty Factory, Blue Steel, Mr. H over here. Absolutely, yep. Blue stealing it. Just call me Mr. Model, why not? Did I finish Fireteam? No, I got so bored of that. Awful. What's H stand for? Hank? No. My name's Nate. It's not like a newsflash to anyone. No, my name's Nate. No, Hank, no, the H in Mr. H doesn't stand for anything. Larry Quartwit says, now that we're getting an Uncharted film, do you think we'll ever get an adaptation of Bioshock? Even just the third one would be a great film. So I really like the first Bioshock. That game is absolutely amazing. Exceptionally good game. It's one of those games that when you play it and then that ending obviously happens, you're like, wow, holy shit. Wow, crazy. So yeah, I would love to see that adapted into a movie. I don't think we will. I think it'd be too expensive. I think there's always been rumors and rumblings of it. Maybe even just do it as a series or something like that. That'd be good. I'd appreciate a series. 3D Honda says, what membership level is it for access to Breaking Lights? Membership level 2. Yeah, membership level 2. All my films are on there as level 2 membership. Mr. MH says, what kinds of Mr. H specialty dishes are you planning for the cooking channel? So I'm planning. It's not specifically to do stuff which I know how to do. It's also to try out new recipes that I've never tried before and just try and make them and learn to make them myself. So there'll be like a whole range of desserts, like speciality, like speciality twists on like traditionally like British kind of food. So like a rice pudding, for instance, but make it with like arborio rice, so it's actual like light and fluffy and has a bit more texture, a bit creamier, and that's risotto rice. But like a lot of it will just be stuff which I've never done. Like I want to learn, and I think it'll be fun to do it together. So I will do it, and then I will show you guys what I've done and do it like that. But they'll all be like finished recipes. Like even carbonara, like doing that. Like you should be using guanciale. It's a type of pork, like guanciale. But you can do other stuff with it, right? Like you can use pancetta and stuff like that. So just like recipes that I know, but also recipes that I don't know that I would like to try, or recipes that seem relatively okay, but you can just make and I've never made before, but I want to make before, that sort of stuff. Yeah, I think that'd be good fun. So yeah. Pokemon says, Mr. H, you look like a love child mixed of Daniel Craig and Benedict Cumberbatch. Never heard that before. Cheers. Smoke Monster says, on your cooking channel, will Jasper be taste testing the food? Some of it, not all of it. He won't be able to do. He won't be able to taste it all, because obviously some stuff you can't give to doggos, can you? It's not. Some stuff's real bad for doggos, so yeah, we won't be doing all of it for sure. Bless him. Don't want to make him sick. That's defeats the object. Jasper's kitchen wouldn't be good. Give him some food, he just throws up, something like that. That wouldn't be good. Have I had Yorkshire pudding? Oh, have I done? Did you have a Yorkshire pudding before? I did, and it was really good. Have I tried Yorkshire pudding? Yeah, Yorkshire puddings are really common in the UK. Like, have them every weekend, like with a roast dinner and stuff. Although I don't have roast dinner every weekend. And yes, I will be making focaccia. That would definitely be one thing that I do for sure. And then also just like subtle things, like little things to enhance, dishes that you already do. So like roast potatoes, rather than using. There's loads of different ways to do roast potatoes, but a really good way is to use like fresh rosemary, along with garlic, a nice good quality olive oil, but then to put white truffle essence in it, or truffle essence, and then that enhances the flavour really well. Mix that up and make smashed truffle roast potatoes with rosemary. That's a really nice one. So yeah, there'll be loads of stuff. Mr. MH says, I think the Mr. H live channel should be repurposed into the cooking channel, as you already have a subscriber base there, and therefore it can be put to use rather than going through the grind again. Yeah, that is what I'll do. I'll just swap it out. It will just be renamed, new banners and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how that'll be done. Anyway, let's shuffle on from food. No, yeah, I'm sure no one else wants to talk about food that much. Anyway. Pokemon, thank you for the shout out. Love your work. Appreciate it. Thank you. Hunter Strickland says, hey, Mr. H, what's been going on with you, man? Not much. Yeah, not too much. Not too much at all. Just generally busy-ish. Trying to get my one of my cars back from the shop is having its engine rebuilt, but that's a bit of a nightmare. They're having to reshim the head, which is like just pain in the ass. Super annoying, but never mind. Andre Bravid says, "Hi there, Mr. Age Reviews. A long time no see." Yeah, you haven't been on for a while, mate. Nice to have you on though. Smoke Monster says, "Mr. H, do you have an air fryer? I got one for Christmas. I'm in love with it. Be cooking up stuff like crazy now. I feel like Gordon Ramsay." No, that's again, but that'll be, you know, there'll be stuff on that channel which will be stuff like that as well. You know, like buy an air fryer, check it out. You know, try which recipes people recommend, whether they're good or anything like that. I think that'd be good fun. Yeah. Joe Cook, interesting question, says, "Mr. H, which streaming service do you think is currently providing the best content?" I honestly don't know. That's a really tricky one to say. Because, yeah, I don't know. Netflix doesn't really provide a lot of great content at the moment. Amazon has some good stuff, but not a lot. Disney Plus doesn't have a lot either. So I don't think there's many, in fairness. And Tyler Reeves has just upgraded his membership to level 2. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Appreciate anyone doing super chats. It's a genuinely really good way to help the channel out. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate all of that. Andy McCallum sent £5 and says, "Maybe you could do a cook-off stream against one of your friends, like you mean Dave from Production H Films? That would be so much fun." Yeah, I could probably do that. Yeah. It might be difficult to do, but yeah, I could do that. Michaela Rose, you don't need to know my age. I don't reveal stuff like that. Donald Smead says, "Interesting to see Boba refer to himself as a daimyo. I bet he is going to unite the Sand People into his army. Wonder if he is going to run into Luke." So they've already said that he's going to run into Grogu, right? Like that's already been something which has been stated. So could he run into Luke at the same time? Probably. That would make sense, wouldn't it? So yeah, it'd be interesting to see. But yeah, I mean, they're obviously going somewhere with the Sand People thing, aren't they? With the Tusken Raiders. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Yeah. Interesting to see what happens with that. A before V, great name, says, "Hello, do you think that Fallout TV show they're making will be any good?" There's some positives to it. I don't know at the moment, but there's some positives to it. There are some positives. Deadfly from the Moon says, "I hope tomorrow is raining." It was snowing today. I got snow where I am. Literally snow right outside my house. Evil Alex has given his 2 cents worth on the streaming question. Says Amazon Prime is good, is a good mix for old and new films, cartoons and shows. Disney Plus is good if you're a big fan of Marvel and Star Wars. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good roundup to be fair. It's a pretty good roundup of that. I'd say I'd agree with that to a degree. Upbeat Sarcastic says, "Netflix presents" is the most disappointing phrase in English. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, I agree. Atomic Wolf says, "Hello, Mr. H. Just got to ask a question. Would you ever think about doing tabletop RPGs with patrons?" No. How would you do that? I'm not sure how that would ever be something which could be organised, in fairness. And I'm not a fan of, you know, I don't mind tabletop. Oh, maybe you're talking about like D&D and stuff like that. No, they would take far too long to do, I think. I wouldn't... Yeah, it's difficult to organise everyone to be on one of those Skype calls at the same time enough, let alone like a tabletop RPG. I don't know whether that would go down very well either, to be fair. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I don't know. That's my answer. I don't know. Fierce Sundance says Netflix for me. I don't care if haters hate. I like Stranger Things. I like Cobra Kai. I like Korean stuff. I ignore work crap. Works okay for me. Mate, fair enough. Fair enough. Am I excited for The Boys? Season 3 from Alison P. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, how excited am I? Yeah, I'm reasonably excited. Like, it's going to be interesting to see where they go with it. So we'll see. We will see. Someone asked earlier if there was any news on the Alien TV series. I did a video yesterday on that, so check that out. Donald Smead says, saw a Datsun 280Z the other day. Finally got Mr. H's fascination with Datsun. Beautiful cars. Beautiful cars. 280Z is the same end as the 240Z. 260Z is somewhat different. What's the latest on the Dread TV series? No idea. I've stopped inquiring. I don't really care anymore. Hunter Strickland says, have you checked out Netflix's live-action Cowboy Bebop adaptation? If not, just a heads up, it sucks so much it got cancelled after its first season. I did a video on that, mate. And no, I watched like the trailer and was like, this is garbage. I'm not interested. No. I've not watched Under the Silver Lake yet either, no. But do keep hassling me and I will get to it. What's my opinion on Tony Blair receiving his knighthood? He should never be knighted. Like into the Queen's, whatever it is, the realm of the Garter or some shit like that. No, he should never be knighted. That is a travesty. It's pretty shocking that he's been rewarded to that degree. I don't get it. I don't understand it. False says, I started The Expanse because of you, almost done with season 3, but enjoying trying to catch up so I can watch your episode reviews. Mate, you'll like it. The Expanse is great. It's very, very good. You're going to like it. I do enjoy The Expanse. I do enjoy The Expanse. Yeah, it's very, very good. Glenn. Yeah, okay. Miss H, thoughts on new Alien TV series on the obsession with AI? Will we see more evil, worldly companies in the Alien universe? So yeah, that is what they're looking to do, is push more different companies. They'd already said that in the latest update, again, which I did the video on. You know, that they're going to do other companies all searching for new different forms of AI, like how you know, our sort of immortality and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, it's yeah. I don't know. I'm not massively excited for it. The thoughts on the AI and things like that. I don't understand. Well, I know when it shifted, but they just get away from it all. The weird obsession with AI, they need to stop. Like, that obsession is way too much. Way too much. Like, it can be interesting, but also if that's at the expense of exploring the alien, then what's the point? Like, that's not what people want to watch, the alien, right? So, a bit of a shame. Yeah. Why do people say bruh moment? I'm a bit confused. Why do people say bruh moment? Ice and Borderlands, Squid Game, Cobra Kai were highlights of my year. I like Expanse, but I don't credit Amazon for that. It pre-existed. No, true. Well, it's the writers, isn't it? So they got the writers of the books, I believe, working on the Expanse. So that credit the writers. But I wouldn't credit the Sci-Fi Channel either. I would credit the writers. That's why they're good. Tiger Walm says, remember when Aliens was about aliens? I remember. Remember berries, yeah. Jesus. Donovan says, I'm hoping the AI stuff in the Alien series is a smokescreen and not a major focus. Probably will be. Just for budget. Like, literally just for budget, it will probably be the major focus. Hopefully we'll be able to get the entire box set of The Expanse on Blu-ray. I definitely get that, yeah. What? Google, go away. Fucking... The screen's not frozen. I'm just on my phone. Is there any news on the Hyperions? I can't fucking say it. Hyperion series. I don't know. Not that I know of. Which Cenobite would make the best offspring after being caught by a facehugger? So I don't think that they would take on the traits of a Cenobite, because a Cenobite, it's not genetic, it's not intrinsic in its genetic DNA, is it? And it's like it's DNA replication in the xenomorph offspring. So I don't think that would work. I don't think that would make a difference. They'd probably come out just like humans. But if it did, probably literally none of them. Because Chatterer, can you imagine a xenomorph with chattery teeth? That would just be stupid, a bit counterproductive. Can you imagine one with pins? That would be a bit pointless. And then the female, that'd be a bit, and just a fat one. Nah, I think they'd all be a bit lame, to be honest. I've already answered about Judge Dredd. I said that there's no updates, and I've stopped inquiring. There's literally nothing to talk about with that. And there's no Event Horizon 2 either. There was talk of a TV series. You guys need to watch my videos. I mentioned the talk of the Event Horizon TV series in a video today. You need to watch them. So, yeah. There was talk about that for Amazon. Amazon Prime was supposed to be doing a Event Horizon series. So, but it's all gone quiet, but then so did Fallout. That sort of went quiet, and then boom, we get an update today. I'm looking forward to season 2 of Raised by Wolves. It's not a perfect show, but its weirdness and themes made it very intriguing to me. I'm anxious to see how they progress the story. Yeah, likewise, actually. It wasn't the best show ever, but I am intriguing. You know, I am intrigued to see what happens. Just pure spectacle of it, just to see what the fuck is going on. Tiger Warm says, did I play Aliens Fireteam? Yeah, there's a playlist on the channel. Yeah, I'm guessing you're quite new. Yeah, I played it. The moment it came out, I played it. I did live streams of it. Played it on the channel. There should be a playlist of it, I think, if I remember rightly. Al Humphrey says, I think The Expanse was on Netflix over here for the first 2 seasons. Then they cancelled it, of course, like everything else that's good. So it wouldn't have been Netflix that cancelled it. It was Sci-Fi, and they were just distributing it to Netflix in other countries. It was a Sci-Fi thing, if I remember rightly, and then Amazon got off Sci-Fi. They shopped it around. When we talk about games being translated in movies, do you remember the news of Splinter Cell movie being made with Tom Hardy being cast as Sam Fisher? I do remember that. God, that was ages ago, wasn't it? Jesus. Yeah, that's like long old news now. Yeah, Sci-Fi. Chris, is Jasper going to talk on the new cooking channel? We all know he can. He's just shy. Well, if you followed me over on my Instagram at Mr. Reviews, you would hear Jasper in the video I posted about 2 hours ago of him sleeping and dreaming and making doggy noises in his dreams. It's very cute. So you can hear him there if you want. Brandon Gaines, am I looking forward to The Boys Season 3? Yes. I can't remember, when's it releasing? I don't even know when it's releasing, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure. Andre Bravin says, a good thing about being vegan is that a facehugger will reject you. Yeah, yeah, maybe. Maybe not though. Maybe not. Maybe even they've been, you know, they wanted to turn over a new leaf and be vegan. Oh, no, they couldn't be vegan, could they? Not if they were trying to eat you. No, they don't eat you. The chest burster does. Maybe the facehugger's vegan. But then the chest burster isn't. I don't know what I'm talking about. Doesn't matter. Andrew says, so with DC going down the toilet and Marvel being a non-entity, any good indie comics? No major good indie comics that I know of. 2000 AD used to be pretty decent. They're not so good anymore. I don't know what the Darkness comics are doing now. I don't know what Witchblade comics are doing now. I don't know what any of them... I don't know what Top Cow is doing with it. I don't even know if Top Cow exists anymore. They probably do. But yeah, I've got no idea. I'm not a good person to ask about. Comics. I used to follow stuff. I don't follow major stuff anymore. Dark Horse used to have loads of good stuff, but not much anymore. Boom used to have really good stuff, but Boom doesn't really do much anymore. Marshmallow says, sorry, I had a counselling session just now. Need some advice. I got rear-ended earlier on today. No one was hurt, so I didn't take any details. Should I have taken exchanged contact details? Well, yeah, because if they hit your car, you need to claim off their insurance to fix it, mate. Always take details, always. Like, they're at fault. They rear-ended you, right? So they've damaged your car. So now you've got no recourse. Always take details. Always. 100%. Always. Always. Yeah, always should have taken details. Never should you not take information from people that have hit your vehicle. Not cool. Not cool. Always take details. They rear-ended you, so the legalities of that means that they're at fault, basically. Anyone that rear-ends someone, they're at fault. So, yeah, like, you would have had damage to your car, mate, I would imagine. And it doesn't matter whether someone's hurt or not. It's the damage that gets fixed, claimed off the insurance. So, yeah. 100%. 100%. Is Tasha, I think? Mr. H, in your opinion, why do you think these multi-million-dollar companies keep making the same mistakes when it comes to film, TV, making, even after immense backlash, time after time? Because it takes them a really long time to get on board, because these films have been in the works for like 2-3 years, sometimes 4 years. So they're always about 4 or 5 years down the pipeline with where everyone is, basically. So we're starting to see it shift, or we were anyway. So hopefully, you know, that's what we're doing. We're starting to see that shift. Gonj Monj, great name, says, what happened to your movie? I released it and sold it. I made 3 movies and I sold them on Blu-ray, mate. How did you miss them? I don't know what you... Yeah, I'm not too... I don't know. Yeah, I was promoting those Blu-rays pretty massively. They're exclusive Blu-rays, so Blackfield sold exclusive on Blu-rays. The making of Blackfield, it's all there, all exclusive on Blu-rays. Then I made another film, Breaking Lights. That was all Blu-ray exclusives. The making of Breaking Lights feature documentary, Blu-ray exclusives. And then I made Bjorn and Frida, which is on the channel. You can watch Bjorn and Frida now if you want. It's there on the channel. So yeah, Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I made them and they've been released. But yeah, now if you do want to watch them, you can join up as a tier 2 membership on the channel, and you can watch them there as well. Okay says you have awesome limbo rings. Jealous. Google it. What the fuck is that? Do I want to Google this? Limbo ring. Oh, a thing on an eye, right? Limbal rings are circular areas of pigment around your iris, the coloured part of your eye, your cornea, which is the membrane that covers your... Right, okay. So it's the black ring around my eye, right. Thanks, appreciate it. Interesting. I didn't know that's what it was, to be fair. That's you learn something new every day. That's cool. Appreciate that. Limbal rings. Interesting. How did you know that's what it was called? Because yeah. Who did you train in something like that? Like, it's an odd thing to know, isn't it? I guess, unless you're trained in it. But thanks. British Gaming Turd says, hi, Mr. H. Hope you and Jesper are doing well. We're good, thank you. Larry Cordowitz says, any thoughts on Netflix's Sandman series? I don't know yet. I wonder if they waited too long for any hype to carry over, but I'm still excited about it. I honestly think that they did wait a bit too long, actually. Yeah, I think they have waited too long, in fairness. Bob Sav... Oh, okay, says, I love anatomy and found out about those eye rings years ago. Yeah, that's quite a name, isn't it? Limbal rings. So, Gonj Monj, just for your benefit, let me find Bjorn and Frida for you. So, if anyone wants to watch one of my films, I'll just send it here now in the chat. Oh, there you go. So that's Bjorn and Frida. Just if anyone's interested about it. If anyone's watching this back, it'll be in the description box. Where the fuck's the at sign now? Where's the and? There you go. No! Sticky keys. Fuck off. My mind drew a blank. Bjorn and Frida. There you go. Right. So yeah, if you want to watch one of my films, just watch it now. There you go. It's all there. You can watch it if you want. I really enjoyed Bjorn and Frida. I had a lot of fun with that. I'm also actually going to be doing a like one random Saturday. You'll need to watch out for it, but one random Saturday I'm going to do like a drunk review of my own film. So I'm just going to sit and watch it with like a bottle of wine, just ripping it apart. Because there's a lot of stuff which I appreciate that people like my films. Don't get me wrong. Like, I really like the fact that people like my films. But I will absolutely say that they're not perfect, and there's a lot that I would have changed, and I think it'd be fun if I could just get drunk and sort of rip it apart, but also tell people what was supposed to be there. And what had to be cut out and why things had to be cut out. I sort of did this before with everyone else, but it'd be interesting just to do it a bit drunk and have a bit of a laugh with it. I think that'd be good times, to be fair. So that would just be like some random Saturday. That will be tomorrow. I might do a stream tomorrow. It's dependent really what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm doing anything tomorrow evening. I don't think so. Have I gotten the jab? No. No, I don't have any jabs. John Harding says the limbal rings prove Mr. H is a replicant, maybe a Nexus 8. Thanks. Carson W, what's up, Miss H? Nice to have you on, dude. Kyle says, Miss H, good evening, dude. Are you looking forward to the Lord of the Rings show? I have mixed feelings, but hoping it's good though. I have, yeah, nah. I'm not really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a bit poo. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be that good. I think there's a lot of weird stuff coming out around that show. Like, Lenny Henry came out recently and was like, hobbits are going to be black now. And I'm like, fucking what? Or just talking about like races in Lord of the Rings. And I'm like, there are going to be very few black people. Because there's going to be a bunch of black people watching me now, right? There are going to be very few black people that watch Lord of the Rings and give a shit whether there's black people in Lord of the Rings. Genuinely. It's a very minor percentage of any ethnicity that gives a shit about whether there is anyone in there, you know, representing them. There's very few people. Not many people require to see someone that looks reminiscent of them in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, it's odd. Oh, Gabe. Fix my name. It's Gabe. Yeah, I missed your movie, obviously. There was a time where your channel did not appear on my feed. Out of sight, out of mind. I'll check out your movies, thanks. Alright, dude. Okay, cool. Appreciate that. I'm sorry that it didn't appear. Odd. But yeah, I would become a tier 2 member because you can't watch them otherwise. You can only watch Bjorn and Frida. Which I was really pleased with. I really like Bjorn and Frida. Bjorn and Frida's... I love it. I really like Bjorn and Frida. Like, I have a lot of... Yeah. And I really like Bjorn and Frida as well because I shot that all in one day and I edited it in one day. It was done. Shot and edited in one day. Fucking spectacular. I loved it. And it's just good. It's just tight. It's tight. It's yeah, I like the shots. I like the tracking shots. The Steadicam works really good. The script's good. The audio could have been tweaked a little bit, but all in all, I really like that film. I think that's a good for like literally a film that costs like, I don't know, like £500 because that's what it cost. Maybe a little bit more, maybe £1,000 because we had some prosthetics and blood and stuff. So maybe about £1,000 for a film that cost £1,000 and was shot in a day. I really like that. I think that's bloody good going. Project's Done Poorly says, what is the difference between corn nuts and deer nuts? Corn nuts are $1.50 and deer nuts are under $1. For fuck's sake. Also, Amazon Lord of the Rings will be Lord of the Rings in name only. That's a good bloody comment. You're funny. But yes, yeah, I think it will be Lord of the Rings in name only. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Donovan says, I would just hope that when you had actors, actresses read for Lord of the Rings show, you just cast the best. So yes, everyone is there, but they're still the best. Yeah, I agree. It's just, yeah. Brandon says, am I going to watch House of the Dragon? Yeah, I might do. It's dependent, really. Might do. It'd be nice to get into some more TV shows just to sit around and watch them. Like, you know, I really enjoy my Wednesdays and Fridays now. So, like, Wednesdays I watch Book of Boba Fett. I know some people don't like it. I don't care. But I enjoy watching that. I enjoy having something to sit down and watch. And I enjoy watching The Expanse on Fridays as well. You know, I want something that's released that I can just sit and watch. And I think that'd be really... You know, I look forward to those kind of things. So, yeah. Yeah, I think I could get into House of the Dragon for sure. Tales by Fire says, caught the Rona on New Year's and I've been bedridden since. Thank you for your content, Mr. H. Keeps me sane, to say the least. God damn. Hope you get better, mate. That's not good at all. Chris Lambo says, hi, H. Hope you're well and healthy, geez. Any news any new news on Predator? No, nothing. I doubt we'll get anything for a little while. Like, maybe we'll get something next month. Maybe it'll be March. I can't imagine we'll be getting anything this month. It'll be like, I reckon it'll be from like February or something like that. We will see. Holy Fracula says episode 2 of Boba Fett was great. Can't wait to see more. Yeah. Larry Coddick says, have they mentioned the new name for Boba's ship? No, they've not actually. They have not had his ship feature yet at all. Yeah, no featuring at all yet. And Andre Bravin says, I figure that the people working on Lord of the Rings series are quite passionate about it. It's out of their hands working for Amazon Agenda Machine. It's a pity, really, for those who want to make it right. Yeah, I agree. The thing is, you never go into it. You never go into it wanting to make a shit series, do you? No one goes into it wanting to make a shit product. They want to make something which makes money. But it's whoever's at the top that's in charge that thinks, you know, where the money goes is where it all falls apart. Julius Caesar. I can't believe you blocked Bob Birkins. He was Dan for years following you. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. What are you talking about? Atomic says, what do you think about Del Toro's latest movie? Not seen it. It's not out in the UK yet. You talking about the noir thing? Something Alley? Nightmare Alley? Is that what it was? It's not out in the UK yet. I really want to watch that. I think that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be really, really good. Well, I think it'll be really, really good. Will I be seeing the Super Mario movie coming this holiday with a cast including Chris Pratt, Seth Rogen, and Jack Black? Probably not. No. But I might have to for the channel, so I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, I don't know. Most of the people involved couldn't care less with the production they work on. Some people do care. Honestly, some people do care. For some people, it's not just it is a paycheck, of course, but they do care. They really want to get, yeah. They really do want to get it right. Any thoughts on the James Franco business? No real thoughts on it. He just said he was addicted to sex or some shit like that. I don't know. It's pretty, easy escape, I think. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Julius, I still don't know what you're talking about, mate. Yeah, I honestly, I don't know. I literally have no idea what you're talking about. So, you saying I blocked someone, I've got no idea. I don't remember. So, it's not helpful to keep repeating yourself unless you actually explain it properly. Yeah. I blocked him because of a conversation. What conversation? I don't know. I literally have no idea what you're talking about. So, yeah, no idea. Don't know what you're talking about. And that's probably going to be the way it will remain. I'm sure I won't remember. Andrew Singleton says, you're going to need to get good and properly hammered to watch the shit show of the Mario movie. At the very least, the 90s movie was a fun train wreck. Yeah. The 90s movie is fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Larry Quarterford says, BLM doesn't care about fiction, just cops not killing them. Disproportionate, at least here in the US. Fuck's sake. What's this? Larry says, I'm interested to see how they handle that. As a person who has black friends, I can safely say no actual black Star Wars fans care about the ship's name. Yeah, I don't think any black people care about the fact that. Well, the thing is, like, if you care, like, if you're black and you care that Boba Fett's ship is called Slave One, I mean, you've got a pretty fucking egocentric look at the world, because it wasn't like. Do you know where the term slave comes from? Slav? No. Like, slave is not exclusively for black people. Like, it's not, like, it's, yeah, I don't know. People are idiots, it seems. The movement has nothing to do with renaming things. Yeah, agreed. James Farrell says, did you watch the Hellbound series on Netflix? No. I watched the first episode and I was like, this is quite boring. I am not interested in this. I did not get intrigued about that at all. I really tuned out. Len Zhang says, you got the best dog, dude. I do. He's I love him. He's good. He's a good little lad. Samuel John says, hi, Mr. H. I've been watching your stuff since you started your channel. Thanks. Appreciate that, Sam. Or Samuel. Gabe says, last super chat for me. Not sure if you're a fan of Stargate. I used to like Stargate a lot. Stargate SG-1. But I heard their new series will be written by an AI. I have a bad feeling about that. That is an awful idea. Why? Why would you do that? Is it cheaper? What? Why would you do that? That's so dumb. No. Dumb. Not good. Not good. Why would you do that? Super lame. Nah, don't like it. Project's Done Poorly says, what do you think Spider-Man's future is in the MCU? I think Sony can take him back now with the latest movie ending. Yeah, they probably could, actually, in fairness. I agree. Yeah, they probably could take him back and, yeah, do it all and continue with that, and they'd be all right. There's a good established. There's something, nice and established there, which they could just run with now. So yeah. Felicity Poubelle, I'm black, and I've never met a real person who cares about Slave One. Yep, they're not real people. It's people being offended on behalf of other people, which is quite condescending to black people, quite frankly. Because normally always white people as well. It's white people being offended on behalf of black people, which is pretty racist, because it essentially implies that the white person being offended on behalf of the black person is that they can't cope with the term Slave One, and they think that black people have like an inferiority complex, and they see the term Slave One and they just they just melt down, like they just can't handle it. It's like, I mean, that's pretty racist. Like, if you ask me, that's pretty racist. I personally, I think black people can see the term slave and it not offend them. I think, personally. But yeah, it would seem a lot of white douchebags can't. So yeah, and would seem a lot of white douchebags are racist as well. Although they're saying that they're trying to fight racism, which is hilarious. I'm anti-racist whilst being racist. Fucking what? Okay. Samuel John says, keep up the good content, and this is a cool place to come. I feel like I know you quite well. Not in a weird way. No, it's not weird. Honestly, this is kind of how I always wanted it to be. These to be hangouts. Like, obviously I do topics and things like that as well. But yeah, like I wanted these to be hangouts and for you guys just to chit chat with me and have conversations and stuff. So yeah. Len Zhang says, is there a possibility that Batgirl and Supergirl may be actually interesting? Yeah, of course. Like, they could genuinely be interesting. But they don't have to be interesting at the expense of Superman and Batman, do they? That's the point. Like, they're replacing them for reasons. Seems dumb. Genevieve says, depends on the context on how the term slave's used. Is it? What context? What context does the term slave? What context is that? How does that cause a meltdown for black people? In what context would that cause a meltdown? I'm intrigued by your answer, Genevieve. Please do let me know, because slave isn't synonymous with black people. You know, Jews were slaves, Eastern Europeans were slaves, white people were slaves to Muslims and stuff like that. They snatched up whole villages off the coast of England. Yeah, I mean, there's people have been enslaved all. Yeah, I don't know really. I'll be intrigued to see what your response is with that, because I think that's part of the problem is that I think the sort of American-centric side of things seems to only look at the Atlantic slave trade as this big bad machine, and yeah, like rightly so, it was horrific. But then other things, right? Like you've got. I'm so confused. What is going on? DJ Evenstar. I'm so confused. There's so many weird conversations going on in the chat that I have no idea. Like I'm just catching bits and pieces of it. It's pulling me way out of my monologue, my explanation. Anyway, Project's Done Poorly sent $5. Do you watch the Grand Tour? Jeremy Clarkson is doing the Lord's work in showing the world how weird the French are. I don't watch it, but yeah, absolutely. I can believe that he is 100%. Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I should, really. I mean, it's on Amazon Prime, isn't it? So I probably should, to be fair. DJ Evenstar says, as a Hellraiser fan, I love my stage. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Len Zhang says, leave us out of it. I haven't heard one black person who give a damn about Bob's ship. It's an awesome name, and I hope they don't change it. Peace out, Len. Take care. I hope I've been saying your name right as well. I think that was right, Len Zhang. I think. Maybe. Oh, someone else spotted you and subbed to the DJ channel. Let's have a look at your DJ channel then, shall we? Let's have a look. Let's have a live review. DJ Even Star. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, industrial stuff. Huh. Industrial. Let's have a look. Don't you copyright claim me, Even Star. That'll piss me right off. Oh, it's not your... Are they yours? No, so you're DJing other people's stuff. Ah, right. Still don't copyright claim me. That'll annoy me. Very industrial. I'm skipping bits by bit. Interesting. You know what this reminds me of? Israeli psychedelic trance. Yeah, it really reminds me of psytrance. I used to really like psytrance. Massive fucking psytrance. Huge. I'm massively into psychedelic trance. Anyway, there we go. Done a live review. Everyone go check out Even Star. Right, anyway. Oh, that's funny. Project's Done Poorly says also slave comes from the Slav people of Eastern Europe. Yeah. Gabe So, serious question. Do you live off of YouTube? Do you do something else for a living? So I have multiple revenue streams, but yeah, predominantly it's YouTube. Ah, so you do like psychedelic trance, even style. Yeah, that makes sense as to why. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah, I'll check out some of your stuff. I enjoy a good DJ set when I'm like working out and stuff. So yeah, for sure. Raymond says, I saw the opening scene of The Batman. It was a prologue before Spider-Man No Way Home. Not sure if I believe that. I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just not sure I believe that because, yeah, because different properties. I don't know. Cool if yeah, I would imagine it would be on YouTube by now, but no. I did not see the answer, Genevieve. I was listening to music. Sorry. Let me scroll back up. No, I actually don't think your answer's here. No, YouTube would have deleted your... no, YouTube's deleted it. It is actually not here. No. No, it's not here. No, it's gone. No, disappeared. What was the last concert I went to? I don't really go to concerts, like massive groups of people. Not hugely my thing, to be honest. Yeah, it's not hugely my thing. I wanted to go and watch Bonobo live or Emancipator. Like I think that would be quite good. Yeah, I think that would be quite good to watch. But I haven't been to a concert for a very long time. No, tell a lie. I did go to one last year. I can't remember what they were called. Hands Off Gretel. I went to see them in Bristol. They were quite fun. But I'm not massively into concerts and stuff. And yeah, I didn't go to that because that was with someone else that wanted to go see them. So that wasn't for me, basically. I would want to go watch Bonobo or Emancipator or you know what I mean, something like that. That's more my jam. Andrew Estes says, good evening, Mr. H. I understand you like Sword and Sandals. Have you watched the Spartacus series? Blood and Sand, Vengeance, and War of the Damned. So I watched Spartacus. I can't remember what they were all called, but I watched them all. And they're amazing. Spartacus was great. Really good fun. I liked Spartacus a lot. I did. I can't remember much of it now, but yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, I really, really liked it. So probably going to peace out now. Hour 45 odd minutes, something like that. So yeah, follow me over on Twitter and Instagram at Missed Reviews. Would be good if you did. Trying to bump them up a little bit. I'm posting like every 2 days on Instagram and stuff now. I've got a second channel. It's in the description box. Please do head over there. It's a vlog/car channel. You genuinely might surprise yourself. You might really like it. Videos start again on that channel as of next week, and yeah, should be good fun. Thank you for joining me on this Friday, and please do turn the bell notifications on because I will be dropping some live streams just randomly here and there. You guys, you know, if you want to attend them, then obviously turn those bell notifications on. But thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gents. I hope you have a great evening. Thanks so much. Take care.